Today's episode is sponsored by Globally Paid. Globally Paid is a service that integrates payment acceptance into any software to help businesses scale faster and without friction. Globally Paid handles credit card processing, fraud protection, payouts, dispute alerts, and chargeback management. And Globally Paid is all about great relationships, global payments, custom tech. Everything begins and flows with compliance. For more information, visit globallypaid.com. Hello, I'm Tony, and welcome to the Tony Shap Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I wanted to welcome you back to the Tony Shap Show. And today we have a special guest. His name is Joey Price, and he's going to let you know who he is and what he's all about. But at this moment in time, we've been going back and forth, and I'm super excited to have him on today. And our listeners are going to learn a lot from this segment, this episode. So, Joey, take a second to say hello to our audience.
Hey, audience. Hey, Tony. Thanks for having me. I'm super pumped to be here.
Awesome. Welcome to the show. So let's start with the top 10 with Tony. And the first famous question is, what is your one word open that could describe how you're feeling exactly right now, Joey?
Futuristic.
Beautiful. Love it. And now tell us about your business, how you got started with it, where you are today, and where you're going to be and what you're looking to do. That way we have a better understanding of what you do day to day.
Absolutely. Well, at Jumpstart HR, we provide HR solutions for small business owners who want to elevate their human resources, recruiting, and operations, but they don't want to do it themselves. The biggest time waster that business owners can spend is trying to figure out things that people have already figured out. That could be your advisor, your outsourcer, your coach, your therapist, and just an overall team to get things done. So that's what we do and have been doing for the past 10 years. Started the business in the midst of the last economic recession back in 2011 and realized that companies that were small, the mantra at that time was do more with less, but lean was the name of the game. And so if you wanted to build an effective organization, one that lasts and endures, you had to think about how you were spending your money and where you were getting your greatest returns. And so your greatest returns are always going to be when you invest in your people. But how do you do that the right way? I just believe that having people on your side like Jumpstart that can help you lead your team to success and mitigate those people problems that pop up so that business owners can continue to be great, close deals, build culture, grow their team. And we focus on kind of shepherding the team members and your legal compliance in that area.
Beautiful. And this is why I reached out to you, because 90% of the time, maybe 95% of the time, people that I interview, their number one cost, they say it as a business expense, is human capital, talent, HR, payroll. It's all one thing, right? And that's where your expertise is. So I'm so glad that you're here so people can learn more about you and all that good stuff. So let's go into wins. Joey, if you could tell us one of your recent wins that you've had, what W you were able to put on the board, so to speak, and what you learned from it.
Man, I think surviving COVID is a win. Being able to continue to thrive in business, close deals, get new businesses interested in our services, and continue to keep morale on the team up. That's been a win. It's been no surprise that COVID has just been like a tsunami, a tidal wave, a hurricane, an earthquake all in one. But to be able to hopefully on the tail end of it, now be able to continue to move forward, optimistic about the future, which was my opener. I think that's a win. It definitely tested the business, tested me as a person, but I learned that I can't win alone. And having a team is incredibly important, not just a team on staff, but in my team, I have the trainers that yell at me on Peloton bike, or a therapist on my counseling app, and my wife to be there and help me out. So winning, or Minda Hart says, success is not a solo sport. And so the team that I have as a business owner to help me go from win to win is obviously my staff, but the supportive folks in my corner and in my ear as well.
I love it. It's important to have the right team. That's when you can go out there and get the W's in. So, and let's talk on the opposite side of that, Joey. Let's talk about the failures. So I know we don't like to talk about failures, but we have to because we learn from them and it makes us stronger. So share with our audience, a recent failure that you had and what you learned from it.
There's too many to to mention, my friend. But let me see. One that I think have the greatest value is maybe in the way of stewarding team members in the midst of the ebbs and flows of COVID. Hours, there's seasons of lots of hours, and then there's seasons where there's little hours on project or on client project work. But not having clear vision or clear enough vision on how my team can make the most of that time where they're not working on client projects and maybe more so working in the business to build out things. I think that might have been a loss in the sense that there are always hours, and thankfully there's budget there to help the team thrive and grow and be focused on work, but not clearly communicating, hey, if you're not working on client work, now is a great time to take a look at our processes, refine them, document them, put them in a resource file. Let's update our templates. Let's do this, that, and the third that can help our business run smoother in the future. I think that was a missed opportunity, but we're definitely trying to close the year with those things in place.
Understood. Let's talk about expenses. So what would you consider your most, the highest and the most significant expense that you have today for your business?
I'm just like every other business owner. It's my people. But I don't look at that as a bad thing because I can't accomplish the dream and vision that I have for myself and for my business without a team. And so that team requires care and investment. I think about my latest vehicle purchase that I was ecstatic about, and how much I spend on the care and maintenance of it proactively because I don't want it to fall by the wayside or get into disrepair. And my team is no different. I want to make sure that they've got the benefits. I want to make sure that they have access to education and are getting all of the rights and responsibilities that they have as an employee. And so, yeah, that comes with a cost, but also the benefit of that is immensely greater when I know that we're all working together for one common goal, and that's to help businesses across the U.S. perform better as a team.
Excellent. And you're so right. We do have to invest in our people, and it's the ROI. Like Gary Vee says, how do you put an ROI on a person? How do you put an ROI on your mom? Right? Have you ever heard him say that before? And so true with our
No.
team. Yeah, it's really great. He says that when he's giving his keynote speeches, he says, how do you put an ROI on a person? And then he talks about how do you put an ROI on your mom, right? Same with your team. If you have the right person on your team that's helping you, like you said with your car, you gotta invest in your car maintenance and being proactive and making it go through. Same with our people, right? We gotta get them on board and train them and keep them engaged and help them, excel and do their particular best because we all have our certain capabilities. And also along the lines of expenses, I'm not sure if you accept credit card payments, but if you do, would you consider your credit card processing fees to be in the top 5 expenses that you pay currently?
No, I wouldn't. I do accept credit card. Not many customers pay through credit card. They pay through ACH for the most part. But that is an expense. There's no such thing as an expense to ignore. So it is top of mind, but it's not. I wouldn't say it would rank in the top 5 expenses that I have.
Got it. And tell us about your best resources that helps you acquire new high value clients. What is that best resource that you're using today to acquire those type of clients?
I would say social media in the biggest umbrella sense. One of the ways and reasons why we rank high in SEO is just we're producing content and making sure that it's getting in front of the right people. And so making sure that we generate content that's timely, that's relevant, and it's important, as well as actionable, helps the right eyes and ears get on our business. And that's kind of the online foot in the door. And then they go through our process of scheduling an appointment and proposals and contracts and kickoff meetings.
Excellent. Now, Joey, tell me, tell us what's a question that I should be asking you that I haven't yet, if any.
Well, depends where you want to go, but maybe you could ask, what am I most excited about in 2021? That'd be a good question.
Let's hear it.
Well, I've got the birth of my daughter coming in January, so that's exciting. Working on a book as well, so that's exciting. Still working on the release date of that, but moving up the mountain on that. And just going into year 10 of the business, excited to get some more controls in place and kind of step away from day-to-day management of the business and empower other leaders in the company to step up and grow. So a lot to be excited about.
Definitely, especially going into 2021, you got those exciting things that are in the queue for you. But let me ask you about, how many kids do you have currently?
One.
Awesome.
I have a daughter.
This is good. So this is gonna be number 2.
Yes.
Awesome. Big congrats. I know
Thank you.
You have to keep us in the loop when that happens and send pictures and stuff. That's awesome. So as we're sadly coming to an end, let our listeners know how they could get a hold of you, your website, and your preferred method of communications in case they have any questions about this interview or about what you do, or if they have questions in general, Joey.
Yeah. So for those who their interest has been piqued about an HR services team, we don't work with companies that want to be average. We're looking for companies that want to grow, elevate, and be better for their people and with their people. So you can reach out on our website, jumpstart-hr.com. That's the best way to get in contact with the company. But as far as meeting me on social media, it's Joey V Price HR on Twitter and Instagram. And I have a podcast as well called Business, Life, and Coffee, with new episodes every week wherever you consume your content.
Awesome. There you have it, folks. And let's wrap it up with the famous one-word close. Joey, tell us, what is the one-word close that you're feeling exactly right now?
Excited.
Awesome. There we have it. Thanks for coming on to our show. I know our listeners are going to really enjoy and get some value about what you shared, who you are, what your company is all about, and also your experiences that you've had and what you've learned from it. So, Joey, thanks again for stopping by and say hello. And until next time, we'll see you soon, hopefully.
All right, Tony. Thanks for having me, man. Take care.
Thanks. You too.
See ya.
See ya. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and great to have you, and thanks for listening. And don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode. Till next time, onwards and upwards.